Welcome to Parallel Universe. For decades, Goldie Hawn was Hollywood's symbol of joy. The infectious laugh. The effortless charm. The woman who seemed untouched by darkness, aging, or regret. From Laugh-In to Private Benjamin, from romantic comedies to dramatic roles, Goldie represented light itself. But at 80 years old, the woman behind that smile tells a far more complicated story. One shaped by pressure, fear, survival, and the quiet toll of time. Goldie Hawn rose fast. Too fast. Fame found her when she was barely prepared to understand it. Audiences saw a carefree spirit, but behind the scenes, Goldie struggled with anxiety long before mental health was openly discussed. Even at the height of her success, she admitted feeling empty, overwhelmed, and disconnected. While the world laughed with her, she quietly battled panic attacks that left her feeling fragile and exposed. Hollywood didn't make space for that kind of honesty. Instead, Goldie learned to perform happiness even when she didn't feel it. She became the fun girl, the role studios expected her to play over and over again. And while that image brought success, it also trapped her. Serious roles were harder to come by. She was underestimated, dismissed as lightweight, and rarely given credit for her intelligence or emotional depth. Time only intensified the pressure. As Goldie aged, Hollywood's attention shifted, as it always does. Roles became fewer. Expectations harsher. Aging for women in the industry is not a gentle process. It's a quiet erasure. The same industry that once celebrated her beauty and charm now measured her value by how well she resisted time. And time does not negotiate. Physically, aging changed Goldie in ways no red carpet could hide. Her appearance became a topic of constant public scrutiny. Every wrinkle, every change, every photo sparked commentary. Some praised her honesty. Others mocked her. And through it all, Goldie remained exposed, judged not for her work, but for her face. But the most difficult changes were internal. Goldie has spoken openly about the fear of losing relevance, of becoming invisible, of being remembered only for who she once was. She has admitted that aging forced her to confront mortality in ways fame never prepared her for. The laughter that once defined her softened, replaced by reflection and caution. Her personal life, often portrayed as a fairy tale, also carried weight. While her relationship with Kurt Russell became one of Hollywood's most admired partnerships, it was built on choice, not illusion. Goldie chose not to marry again, not because of fear, but because she understood the cost of expectations. She had already lived through divorce, disappointment, and the pressure to perform perfection. Motherhood changed her deeply. Raising Kate Hudson and Oliver Hudson brought purpose, but also guilt. Balancing fame and family meant sacrifices. Missed moments, long absences, and emotional strain. Goldie has admitted she worried about being present enough, about whether success came at too high a price. At 80, Goldie Hawn no longer chases youth. She speaks about mindfulness, inner peace, and acceptance. Not as trends, but as survival tools. Meditation didn't just calm her mind. It helped her endure a world that constantly demanded she stay the same while everything else changed. Today, Goldie looks different. Not because she failed to age gracefully, but because aging is not graceful. It is honest. It strips away illusion. It forces confrontation with everything you've avoided. The world says she's unrecognizable. But perhaps the truth is deeper. She is no longer performing joy for others. She is protecting peace for herself. Goldie Hawn at 80 is not a woman who lost her shine. She is a woman who survived the cost of shining for so long. Fame took its toll. Time took its toll. But what remains is something Hollywood rarely celebrates. Wisdom, self-awareness, and the courage to step back. The shock isn't that Goldie Hawn has changed. The shock is that we ever expected her not to. Because no one escapes time untouched. Not even the ones who made the world laugh.